Okay, this is part 2. This, what I was talking about is the movie Prometheus and how it teaches that we came from, and this isn't just the movie Prometheus, this is everywhere. The History Channel has a bunch of TV programs and movies. There are movies out there that talk about the same thing, about ancient astronauts. And it's a lie from the pit of hell. So let me talk about, if you've seen the movie Fourth Kind, it also teaches the same thing. Alien abductions and how all these people in Nome, Alaska were abducted, and how all those people in Nome, Alaska, the suicide rate in Alaska is just insane because all these alien abductions are happening. And they're not aliens, people, they are demons. And if you don't think alien abductions happen, did you know that 3% of Americans claim to have been abducted? That's millions of people. Millions of people. Are all those people crazy? No, they're not. Not all those people are crazy. They're ashamed of it. They're not out there bragging about it, trying to make money off some book deal. They're ashamed of it. Why would they lie about something that people would call them crazy for? They're not going to go out on a limb and risk losing their job and their family over something that's not true. So what I'm going to try and do is tie this into superheroes and comic books, because comic books are really just a retelling of the Greek mythology. Thor, Superman. Superman is an alien god, right? He was sent to Earth through a spaceship. He landed on Earth, and now he's, the protector of Earth. But he's an alien. He looks human. And if you remember, Goku is the same way. Goku, where does I put that? Goku is an alien superhero too. He was sent, just like Superman, off of his dying planet. He landed on Earth, and now he's the protector. And he has all these superpowers. Same thing as Superman. So, the Great Deception and comic books, the thing with all the superheroes saying, oh, he's a god, he's basically a god. That's a lie. They're not gods like the true God of the Bible. He is so much higher than these fallen angels, and these fallen angels want you to worship them, okay? They want you to think that they created you and that they are superior to you, and that they're actually closer to God than you are. And what this is all boiling down to, people, is the Great Deception. So let's look here at now. What I'm going to also tie this into is the mark of the beast. And a lot of people who, even if you're not Christian, you know what the basic premise of the mark of the beast is. But I'm going to explain to you what the mark of the beast is. If you've seen the Droid DNA commercial, he's taking a mark in his right hand, and then it also shows it going into his forehead, and it shows it changing his DNA. And we all know that white signifies purity. That's why people wear white during the wedding. We have the white DNA, it's pure, and then we see when he takes this mark, the droid DNA, it changes his DNA literally, and now it's black. It's turning black, which is evil. When the fallen angels return along with the Antichrist, whether or not the Antichrist is an alien or whether or not he's actually been on Earth, they're going to offer humans a way to evolve. That's what the lie is going to be. And they're going to offer humans a way to evolve by the mark of the beast. And it's going to be, it's going to have your bank account information. You're going to be able to buy and sell with it. You're going to be able to have all these superpowers. you're going to be able to live longer, you're going to be smarter, you're going to be able to have maybe some form of telekinesis. And if you're not saved by the blood of Jesus Christ and you're not a born-again Christian, you're not going to understand that it's the mark of the beast. You're going to see it as this wonderful thing. Wow, I've got... If you remember the video game BioShock, which was about, implanting yourself. Look, he's shooting in, and it changes his DNA to give him all these superpowers. This is the same thing that was in... Okay, so there was BioShock. If you remember the movie, the video game Prototype, Alex Mercer got this virus in him, and it changed his DNA, and now he can make things. He's basically part machine and part nanorobot, and he has all these powers. He can fly. He can run on walls. He can pick up cars. It's all part of the mark of the beast. And let me find this other picture. Here's Superman. That's coming out. Man of Steel. So yeah, like I said, it's all part of the mark of the beast. It's going to change your DNA. Now I'm going to show you a video clip here of the DC comic book. Oh, what happened to it? I'm sorry, guys. The DC video game called DC Universe Online shows the mark of the beast foreshadowing, but you wouldn't really understand it unless you were saved. You wouldn't understand what it's actually showing you unless you were saved. Because Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life, and only through Him will the truth set you free. I'm going to fast forward here. Sorry. So, what it's going to show you here is Brainiac, and not Brainiac, Lex Luthor is saying that he sent out exobites, which are nanorobots filled with superpowers from the different superheroes in the past, and that he gave it to Earth to protect them from Brainiac. So let me show you that here. It's a really nice trailer.
Brainiac had returned. For years he'd been stealing the powers of Earth's protectors when we were too busy fighting amongst ourselves to see the danger. With you three dead, Brainiac quickly eliminated the remaining heroes. The lucky ones died fighting. Finally, I alone survived. A rat in the walls of the Brainiac construct. I have traveled through time to warn you. This is my past, but your future. And it means the end of humanity, so together we must change it.
So they're going to change the Earth.
What have you done? Given you a fighting chance. He's lying. It's some kind of trap.
It is a trap.
Why should we trust you?
Batman was right.
Because if you don't, Earth is doomed.
Here it is.
I've stolen Brainiac's exobites, released them into Earth's atmosphere. They hold the power stolen from the heroes and villains of my time, and will bestow them on anyone they contact. The exobites will create a new breed of superhuman to fight Brainiac's invasion. You must teach them to use their new abilities, or they must be on the front line when coming back, or my grim future will become your own.
Did you see that?
I only hope I am not too late.
So he was saying that he sent out these nanorobots called exobites. They infected all of humanity and gave them superpowers so that they could fight off Brainiac when he comes in the future. So after what if you watched part 1, you can see where all this is tying into the mark of the beast and the coming great deception with the aliens. And they're going to offer, mankind the mark of the live a lot longer. You're going to be able to have all these different advantages that you wouldn't normally have when you were human. So it's going to change your DNA. And that's why when you take the mark of the beast, you're going to be eternally damned. Because Jesus came to die on the cross for humans. He didn't come to die on the cross for part robot, part man, or 10% cow and 90% human. He didn't come to die for abominations. He came to die for humans. So when you take the mark of the beast, you're saying, I have rejected the truth of Jesus Christ, and I am worshiping Lucifer. I'm worshiping Satan and his fallen angels. And you're going to be eternally damned. So people need to wake up. If you're watching this and you're not saved, ask Jesus Christ to come into your heart, and He will come in, and He will show you this stuff, and He will save you. You don't have to be afraid of this stuff. You have power over these things that are coming, that other people are not going to have. It says, put on the full armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And taking on the shield of faith and the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. When these things start coming out of the sky, these abominations, these spacecraft, I'm going to be getting my Bible and I'm going to run outside and I'm going to be rebuking these devils. I'm going to be rebuking them to hell. And Christians are going to be the only ones that have power over these things. You ain't going to be able to shoot these things with shotguns. Here's, if you know Apple, everybody likes Apple iPods and iPhones. Isn't it interesting that when these fallen angels return as aliens, and they offer humans a way to evolve with the mark of the beast, along with the Antichrist, this is the same lie that Satan tempted Eve with in the Garden of Eden. He said, when you bite the apple, or bite the forbidden fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, you will have your eyes opened and you will be as gods. Well, look at the Apple logo. It's a bite out of an apple, just like Eve, Adam and Eve. And look, there's an alien. There's a nice alien. A nice little demon boy right there for you. I don't know if you've ever seen that before. They're making fun of us. They're saying, look at how stupid humans are. And they don't even see the deception. So wake up, people. Let me see. I'm going to show you one more thing. I'll show you some movies that came out. Everybody knows, if you've seen The Wrath of the Titans, they show you in the movie. I'm going to show you. One more thing. If you want to know what happened to the fallen angels before Noah's flood, God punished them, and I'm going to show you where. Let me see here. Bear with me. I'm trying to find out where oh darn it, where did I put it? Well, let me see if I can find it. Well, darn it. I can't remember what verse it's in, I'm sorry, but in the Bible, it talks about how the fallen angels, He reserved in everlasting chains. That's their punishment for sinning, leaving their angelic bodies and sinning on earth and having sex with women and creating these Nephilim offspring, these demi-gods. God cursed, He sent them to a place that is so deep in hell. It is the most farthest reaches of hell, and it's called Tartarus. And He chained them there and they will be released upon mankind in the future. So they're going to be unleashed. They're going to be unleashed on mankind, these fallen angels. The original fallen angels are going to be released in the end times, and we're living in the end times. And they're in a place right now called Tartarus, which is the dark abode of woe. It's the farthest reaches of hell. It is as deep below hell as heaven is, where God is. So it's the exact opposite of heaven. It is the darkest pit of hell there is. And that's where these fallen angels are chained. And if you remember the movie Immortals, which I was just talking about, which is the demigod Theseus. And what is that entire movie about? It's about King Hyperion, and he wants to unleash the Titans. He wants to unleash the demigod, or not the demigods. He wants to unleash these things that are chained. Where? In Tartarus, Mount Tartarus. They are making movies and pointing fun at people, making fun of you because you don't see the truth. They're actually showing you what's going to happen, and that it's actually not mythology, it's truth. And they're making fun of people. I'm going to show you this. These people are chained in Tartarus, and here it is. Turn this stupid music down. Sorry, there's a big glare on the TV. These are the fallen angels in Mount Tartarus. In Tartarus. It's not a mountain. There they are. They're chained. And he's going to release them. And there it goes into our dimension. And here are the gods. See, what they want you to think is that there's good and bad aliens. And good gods and bad gods. There's only one God. They want you to think that these Greek gods right here are the good ones. They're all evil. They're all evil. The only difference is these ones were the ones that were chained because they were punished by God, and these Greek gods right here, the ones in gold, are the ones that are coming. They're the ones that haven't been punished by God yet. So they're making fun of you. They're saying, we're showing you what is actually happening and what happened in the past, and you just think it's some fairy tale movie. I'm going to show you another clip. Let's see here. Let's go to Wrath of the Titans.
Wrath of the Titans unleashes a multitude of terrifying creatures.
There's Perseus, the demigod.
Walls of Tartarus have fallen.
The walls of Tartarus have fallen. In this movie, Clash of the Titans, this is the same thing that Immortals was about. It's about somebody wanting to unleash the Titans, or whatever is in Mount Tartarus. They're trying to unleash them. And Zeus is coming to Perseus, and he's warning him he needs his help because they're about to unleash them.
Yes, and bloodthirsty than the next.
It is emptying all those demons onto the earth.
They're telling you the truth. These are demons. These are demons being unleashed. And looky here. What is Hollywood showing you? And remember the movie Transformers? The movie Transformers, what happened when the Transformers and the Decepticons came to Earth? They came in the form of a meteorite. And it's the same thing here. Meteorite.
Vicious demons bred for combat. No other sight inspires fear.
Okay? So I believe, just like in all these movies where they show meteorites hitting Earth, like in Transformers and Wrath of the Titans and all other movies. There's plenty of movies out there about this. As above, so below. Just like usually what's happening in heaven, in the spiritual realm, manifests in the physical. So if we see coming to Earth too, or demons. And that's what it looks like in the physical realm. When we see meteorites, it's demon spirits or fallen angels coming. Here's the Nephilim. Wrath of the Titans has Nephilim in it.
Stay down! Hey, Eckler, slow him down.
Here's the Nephilim.
All right.
In reality, though, the main character is a Nephilim too. He's just not a giant. Not all of them are giants. So in reality, Perseus is a Nephilim too. He's got Nephilim blood. Not all of them have to be giants, though. Now, let's see here. So what I'm trying to get at, and it should be pretty clear by now, when the fallen angels return, they're going to come with all lying signs and wonders. It says that the false prophet and the Antichrist are going to be able to call down fire from heaven. They're going to have all this technology and all these lying signs and wonders. And they're going to deceive mankind into thinking that they created us, that we got the Bible all wrong, that we've interpreted it wrong, and that Jesus was actually one of them. And that he didn't actually die on the cross, that he went off and married Mary Magdalene, and that some of Jesus' descendants are actually on earth, and that they've been running the earth, and that's why they're the royal bloodline, like the 13 Illuminati families. They're going to say that they're descendants of Jesus. It's a lie from the pit of hell, and it's meant to deceive you and send you to hell. Don't be destroyed for lack of knowledge. These fallen angels, these aliens, are pure evil. If you remember the TV show V, it was about aliens coming, and they looked like they're humans, but they weren't. They weren't human. So don't be deceived, guys. These things that are coming are going to try and trick you into thinking that you can evolve and be gods. God's little g, not God big G. There's only one God, ladies and gentlemen. That's the God of the Bible, and he warned us about these things. And Satan has tried to deceive us, and he's covered up the archaeology of the Bible, and he's using propaganda like aliens. Don't be deceived. Man of Steel, he's coming, folks. The real life incarnation. These supermen are going to return for real life. It's not a myth. And also, if you look at the S on his chest, if you turn it upside down, well, not turn it upside down. Well, yeah, I guess if you turn it upside down, it's a big red S. It's a big red dragon. Satan is depicted as a dragon or a serpent. He's coming back, folks. The Antichrist is about to be revealed, and he's not going to be human. And he's going to try and make you take the mark of the beast, which is going to damn you eternally. You're going to cease to be human anymore. I want to close this out in a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for getting this information out and hopefully waking up some of the people that are interested in Dragon Ball Z and these comic books, Lord. And thank you for opening my eyes to the fallen angels and the things in the Bible that you're warning us about, God, that have happened in the past and are happening in the future, are going to happen in the future, God. And I just thank you for the tools that you've given us with YouTube and the internet to warn people that maybe aren't Christian and that they don't understand these things and they think